Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the gun, Josh Allen. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw.
Oh, big hole, left side. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Panay Wanwu now to return. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. In motion comes Walker. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Go.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, hey. Already. You.
We're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Middle.
They'll go again here with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
3rd and short, Jackson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. Nice hot.
They'll run. It's Henry. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
I'm already. Already. You at X.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
3rd and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string them out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. His 12th touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, he coughs up the football. One of the Ravens has it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And, Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return starts from the 5. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
He's going to air this one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact...
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He's looking deep for Shaquille. And the Ravens are going to have it just past their 25.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
In motion comes Walker. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
This one caught downfield by Flowers. It's a big one for the Ravens. And even 30 yards. Slot receiver headed right. Jackson up top again. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
This will be returned from the 6. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Allen. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now Allen on 1st down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now Allen. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Set up.
Here's a run. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Allen32x. Set up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. Strong. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Alert. You got.
Throwing is Allen. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Wanna quit? 180. One shot. Set up.
Off the play fake, Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Regular.
Here's Allen to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarter.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. He keeps it himself. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Certainly unconventional in their wisdom here, but somehow it still works out. I don't think the defensive PAT unit was at all expecting a fake. Remember, the ball's now snapped from the 15-yard line on an extra point attempt. No one's expecting you to fake it, and I think they used that to their advantage.
Here's 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. And a shot. Shot.
On play action, here's Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, report. Report.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side this time. Open space inside the 10. And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Samuel, gonna see what he can do. And they are gonna be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. On play action, Allen. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
He's looking deep for Shakir. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out,